What made him
Just
so
kept
good then?
attacking.
What made him?
Well, you know what makes a fighter? There's a lot of things, but he didn't stand out in terms like he wasn't faster than everybody
Right.
or hit harder than everybody.
Yeah,
he
seems like
wasn't
the John
a
Stockton of
one-punch
fighters
guy.
right here.
He was a volume puncher, so
Right.
he would put guys away by breaking them down. He would break their will and crush them. That was what he would do. And he would do it with this fucking mean look on his face when he's just at the end of fights when he had guys broken. He would just overwhelm them and swarm them. He was one of the most terrifying guys because he can keep his pace up, 12 rounds, no fucking problem,
Like Dominic
iron
Cruz?
chin, but different. You know, it's like Julio. That's the final punch that dropped Meldrick Taylor.
Wow.
And that was one where it was a fucked up call because Richard Steele knew that Meldrick Taylor was out, but there was really only 2 seconds left in the fight. But he still has to wave it off because the dude can't fight.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy. So all these people were mad at Richard Steele because if he didn't do that, Meldrick Taylor would have won the decision. So he stops the fight with like 2 seconds to go. How many seconds was it when he called the fight off? I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say 2 seconds. Might have been 5 seconds.
And what would you do in that situation then?
Well, he's doing the right thing. The referee is there to save the fighter. If he takes one more punch in those 2 seconds and that one punch kills him,
Right.
that's him. It's on him.
17 when he went down.
So 17 he goes down. Well, so let's see what happens. So he gives him the count, which is a standing 8 count, and then he looks at him and he asks him a couple of questions. Give me some volume. So look, he's not looking at the clock. He's looking to save this guy. But look at him. Look at him.
Wow.
He looked him in the eye. He wasn't there.
3 seconds left.
But he's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing. It's crazy if there's 3 seconds left, but he is doing the right thing.
Because a referee's job is to make sure that they stay alive.
Yes. Protect the fighter.
Because a
Protect
fighter
the
wouldn't
fighter.
make the right choice, you're saying?
Right. That's why a referee has to protect the fighter from a cut. Like if the cut's too bad, the referee has to call it or bring in a doctor to call it. There's some times where the referee, it's a judgment call, and sometimes they get it wrong because they're human. But it's a crazy job. They have the hardest job in the world. So the guys like Herb Dean, the guys like Mark Goddard, those guys need more praise because it's one of the most difficult jobs in all of combat sports other than being a fighter. The second most difficult for sure is being a referee.
Wow.
Because you got to make these calls. You're like in the middle of chaos in a world title fight where millions of people are watching.
Oh.
And you got to keep this thing together in this very chaotic sport.
That would be so tough.